Who's calling you?
It's not me.
I figured it probably wasn't.
Welcome to Stargate Zing, Patrons Only Party, a special edition of your favorite Stargate Gazing podcast. I'm your host, Kathy.
And I'm your other host, Mary.
On the first of each month, you can hear our discussion of the miniseries Stargate Origins. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Kathy.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm doing very good today. I just talked about a bunch of Stargate, and I like Stargate, so that was fun.
What a coinky-dink. I did the same.
Really?
Yeah.
No way. I feel like that tends to happen a lot when we do these episodes. We're both coming off of talking about Stargate.
Yeah, I don't know how that happens.
Yeah, it's weird. Weird coincidence.
It's a mystery.
Mm-hmm. It's April.
It's
Happy
April.
spring.
Happy spring, everyone. Holy hell,
love
it's
spring.
April.
Holy cow, it is April, and I love spring so much.
I don't, but that's okay.
Sucks to be you.
It does.
I think it's great.
It's fine. It's not summer, so that's
fine. I was going to say, I thought you liked spring.
I like spring.
I know you like fall better, but...
Yeah, I guess spring just turns into summer, and therefore spring has bad association because summer.
Yeah, well, that's how I feel about fall, too. I like fall itself, but then I know winter's coming up, so...
Fair.
I understand you're opposite.
Yeah. So, yeah.
On this wonderful spring evening, what are we talking about?
We're talking about Stargate Origins, only season, episode 8, No Name. Yeah.
Where are my notes? Yes, we are. That is true.
It was basically all one scene.
Yeah, I was noticing that as I was taking notes.
I'm like, oh.
It helps if I have the right notes open, though. Hang on. I opened the 7th episode notes instead of the 8th. Here we go. All right. The episode opens with a close-up of Catherine's eye. It is closed. She seems to be sleeping and having some REM. As a bell sounds in the distance, and this wakes her up. She looks over towards the door of the tent and sees James looking out, and he gives her the shush signal as she comes over. They're both wearing pants, but neither of them is wearing shirts, and that was a weird choice to me.
They don't know how to do sex right. I mean, they should have been Pooh-Bearing, honestly.
Oh, bother.
If they're going to be in clothes at all, right?
Yes, I mean, if you are going to be doing sex, then yes, you would need to take the bottom parts
What
off,
else were
generally.
they doing in Kasuf's tent? Come on.
Right. Exactly. Pooh-Bearing. That always cracks me up. I don't know why.
I'm Pooh-Bearing right now.
All right, then. I am fully clothed.
I didn't do anything today, so...
That's fair. I did work all day. And I'm actually just wearing comfy clothes anyway. A pair of leggings and a t-shirt. So
that's close to
I'm only
Pooh-Bearing.
barely dressed, really. Yeah. Anyway... Kasuf comes in and sees that Catherine is shirtless, and he acts embarrassed and puts his hand up, but Catherine's like, nah, it's fine. So Kasuf is delighted that he gets to ogle her a little bit and repeats, to you, as he's looking at her, and James is like, yeah, to you. So I guess they're agreeing that she's hot or something?
Sure.
Yeah. They had been watching Amet talking outside before...
Aset?
Aset. I don't think I even bothered to mention that. That prompted Catherine and James to rush and put their shirts on, and that's when Kasuf came in. I don't know what order things happen in.
Yeah, that's fine.
Kasuf then tells them that Aset is outside, even though they clearly already saw this, and he is so excited that she's there, and he's so happy that he can now bring them to Aset because they are there representing Ra because of the amulet that Catherine has, and so it's going to be great. Everything's going to be great. Aset's going to be delighted to see James and Catherine. James and Catherine, of course, are like, maybe not so much. They are not nearly as thrilled and excited as Kasuf is.
No.
About this whole situation. But then James notices that Trip is out there and tells Catherine, hey, it's your dad. She tries to run out there, but he prevents her from doing that and reminds her that they don't have any weapons, so this is not the time for that, because apparently there are also a whole bunch of Nazis with Trip, of course.
He never goes anywhere without his Nazis.
Right?
Yeah.
He's such a jerk. I had always liked him, but not anymore. Too many Nazis around him for my taste.
It was definitely his choice to hang out with them.
Oh yeah, it's totally true. Yep. So Stefan, the Nazi, gets up and is about to address everybody, but then Kasuf runs out and kind of knocks into him and is like, I've got more people sent by the gods, and it's going to be great. But Stefan is pissed that Kasuf knocked into him, and so he basically hits him and throws him on the ground. Kasuf scrambles back to the tent, and Aset laughs. I noticed here that the warrior chick is dressed in some really kick-ass, like, thigh-high metal-looking boots.
She's fucking badass.
She is. And now she's got blue face paint on instead of the kind of gold face paint on that she had before. So I liked that look also. I thought it was cool. Still has the funky yellow eyes and the face bling.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also got a closer up look of Aset here, and she didn't have her normal, like, bird-looking headdress on. She had kind of a more, like, that tall, kind of curled over Egyptian headdress that's depicted in a lot of pictures from Egypt.
Yeah.
And I thought that was interesting also.
Yeah. They're in their Sunday best.
They are.
Brucke, surprisingly, is also there. Not surprisingly.
Yes.
And he's talking to Aset, telling her this is an impressive display of subservience. And then I think he calls Daddy Trip an obedient dog and pats him.
Yes, he does.
That was pretty weird and gross.
It took a second for that to register with what, and I was like, wait, Yep, he did.
He says that these people are ready and willing to serve and fight and die for Aset. Trip translates all of this for her. Aset agrees and says her people are strong and well trained, unlike your foolish dead soldier. And she laughs.
She does.
And then Brucke takes it out on Trip.
Yep. Yeah, he just turns around and punches Trip for, like, no reason.
He's just the messenger, literally, because they can't talk to each other without him.
Right, exactly.
Back in the tent, Kasuf is observing all of this and correctly guesses that this is Catherine's dad and the bad man that they talked about. Back outside, Brucke demands a test to highlight the people's obedience. And he wants Stefan to fight one of Aset's people with a knife. Aset is pretty excited about this. And many people are excited to offer themselves in this challenge.
Yeah, like everybody.
Yeah. Including, I think, Kasuf tried to run out there too.
He did try to run out, and James kept him from going.
Which was a good idea.
Yes.
She chooses a big, burly, bald man with a big stick. And
so many sticks on this planet.
Pooh sticks.
Yeah, or spear.
It was actually. I think it had a spear.
Yeah, I think it was a spear.
Right? I think it was. Yeah, okay. Not looking so good for Stefan with his knife against this big giant guy with a spear.
Oh, bother.
So they fight. Stefan goes down and then is about to deliver a stab.
Stefan gets the crap kicked out of him.
Yeah, he does. He gets the crap kicked out of him. And he's about to be killed. Yeah. He's actually about to be killed by this big man, but then throws sand in the man's face. And then they both are then fighting without weapons, pretty much wrestling. The big man still continues to beat the crap out of him. But Brucke apparently cares if Stefan dies, so he shoots the big man before he can kill Stefan, to everyone's shock and horror.
Yes. Yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah.
A bit against the rules of one-to-one, hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
Aset is pissed about this turn of events because he was essentially cheating. She will allow him this one indiscretion since they killed one of his Nazis back in the temple, but he better not do that again. And then Brucke pulls his gun again, and this time just shoots Stefan for reasons.
Yeah.
I guess because he was losing the fight.
And he was injured and
because his justification for that is, he would have just slowed us down. Eva, the Nazi lady, is now the one that is super pissed.
Yeah.
She shouts his name and goes over to tend to him, but there's really nothing that could be done. Meanwhile, a lot of people have been screaming for the Wand of Horus.
Yeah.
Because of the local villager that was injured, and, now they want to maybe try to get Stefan in on that Wand of Horus healing as well. Aset is standing there looking very displeased and a little bit alarmed, too, that Brucke just randomly shot his own person. But Brucke doesn't care. He shouts at Eva to get rolling and just basically yells into the camera that they need to be showing their strength and is like brandishing a gun and screaming into the camera. And then he asks Eva if she got his good side. And she's like, well, nah, no, because you don't have a good side. Trip agrees that Brucke is a monster. Now, it turns out that Brucke believes he is a god, and so he continues raving. There's no point in being upset over this one dead guy that he killed, because he's going to send thousands of slaves to replace this person, so everything's going to be fine. And why be upset about this one dead guy? He wants to know if Aset is cool with him sending a whole bunch of slaves. Aset seems to be having some internal struggle at this point, because she's looking around, seeing her people crying. They're still calling for that Wand of Horus. She's seen Brucke kill his own people, and it's kind of hard to tell what she's thinking.
Agreed.
Here, Kasuf breaks free of James's grasp and actually goes out and gets the wand. He kneels down and holds it up over his head, and he's begging to Aset. The warrior chick is telling Aset to show strength and basically saying, don't be nice to these people because you need to be strong. The wand is glowing in a pretty cool way, which I think we maybe saw before. Anyway.
I can't remember.
As Aset takes the wand from Kasuf, it is glowing. She holds it up and says that she can give just as easily as she can take, and then she snaps it in half.
Oh, bother.
And it's not glowing anymore,
No.
and probably no longer works, I would assume, and that's why SG1 doesn't have it.
True.
In answer to our question of several episodes ago.
Yeah.
Then they show a close-up of her face, and we see that she's actually crying as she storms off. Yeah.
Catherine and James are watching from the tent as the warrior chick kicks Kasuf and tells him that the bald man died with honor for their queen. She and Aset walk out of the village with the Nazis in tail, except for Ava, who kneels by Stefan, but Brucke makes her just leave him there too. Once they're gone, Catherine and James come out of the tent. She asks Wasif where to go get their guns.
Wasif has been sitting out in the crowd this whole time. We should probably
Yeah.
mention. They've been showing shots of him, but he hasn't really been doing anything and has not said
He's
anything.
just kind of hanging next to his friend who's
Yeah.
killed him before.
Right. That guy, whose name I don't remember. But yeah, they're friends now.
Yeah. They're still trying to figure out what they're going to do. Kasuf, we see, pulls a pin off dead Stefan, sorry.
Yeah, I'm judging you for
Yeah.
it.
And he's wailing kind of in grief and anger. He calls Brucke a bad, bad man, and Catherine agrees. Very bad. Wasif's friend / killer says that Aset has turned against them. Kasuf chimes in. They've made her wicked, so they need to make him go away. And asks if Catherine and James can do that if they give their guns back. Can you help us make him disappear? And she's like, yes, we can. Absolutely, we're going to help you destroy him. So they're all in this together.
They are.
They're going to kill Nazis or whatever. So they get their weapons back, and they all stand there for a nice group shot at the end.
They do.
Catherine raises her gun and points it in our direction while we spin to credits.
Yeah. And they yell a battle cry kind of thing.
Oh, help and bother.
And I noticed that, like, Catherine cocks the gun and as she's pointing it at the camera, like, that's also bad discipline, as I was just complaining about previously. So yeah, don't point your weapon unless you're planning to fire
Right.
at something.
Maybe she's just going to do some rage shooting.
Could be
don't know.
at the side of the tent.
Yeah.
But that's
Hope
also,
no one's in there.
also bad.
Yeah.
Another weird episode. Did you like the episode?
Yes and no.
Yeah, weird, because I was actually trying to figure out, like, did I like it? I don't know, but I think I'd probably say the same. Anyway, continue.
I kind of like that they've solidified we're all going to go stop the Nazis.
Yeah.
Kind of curious about Aset, because her people seem to think she was a benevolent leader before this, so
Right.
it'll be interesting to see how that plays out for her. I really liked hers and the warrior lady's makeup and costuming.
Yeah. They're really cool.
Yeah, so Brucke is completely off the deep end, so won't be sad, hopefully, to see him go at some point.
Yes.
But also, like, I don't like watching people be terrible to other people.
There's enough of that in real life.
Yeah, I don't know. So that was like the whole episode was like, here, we're powerful and we're gonna like kill people with impunity and it's gonna be great
Right.
and you're all gonna enjoy it. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
how about you?
Like we were just saying a few seconds ago, I would also say yes and no. It's not so much that I liked it, but I didn't dislike it. I thought it was a really interesting episode. It kept my attention well, and I did not find myself having the same frustrations that I generally do with Catherine and James just being the worst.
True.
So it was pretty fast-paced. I mean, these are short anyway. This was like 8 or 9 minutes long, but it was pretty fast-paced for that 8 or 9 minutes. A lot happened in that amount of time. So it held my attention well. I did think it was really interesting to see the route that they were taking with Aset, because we haven't seen any kind of Guawl leader up to this point that seemed to have any level of empathy, which
True.
she seems on some level to have, both with how she cares for the baby and how she was looking upset at things that Brucke was doing and crying after she broke the wand of Horus. So I'm interested to see what happens with her.
Yeah.
And yeah, so didn't like it, didn't dislike it, but I did find it to be quite watchable.
Nice.
I will say.
Yeah. To your point about Catherine and James, it helped that they were sidelined the entire time.
Yeah, exactly. Any episode where they don't have like a huge role is always a bit better.
Yeah.
So what is next?
Next, we will be watching Stargate Origins only season, episode 9, which I think is the second to last episode. Yeah.
Penultimate, indeed.
Yes. No name. This random description says Beals, I think that's James, right?
That's James.
Okay,
yeah.
I already have problems with this. Beals' team. Really? It's
What?
his team? No.
What the? No,
I'm going to change that to
that's
Catherine.
stupid.
Catherine's
Yeah.
team
Yeah,
infiltrates
there we go.
Aset's temple as Catherine and Kasuf search for a way to dial the Stargate back home. So maybe she wasn't there. James and Wasif infiltrate Aset's temple with probably some friends as Catherine and Kasuf search for a way to dial the Stargate back home.
I'm confused as to what's happening, but that's fine.
I'll
I'll figure it out when I watch it.
Yeah. I just edited that description, which actually it looks like it pulled it from IMDb, in which case there is another sentence which says, meanwhile, Professor Langford decides to take his stand. Woo!
Okay.
Yeah.
About time he did that. Why has he been translating this whole time?
He had ropes around his arms. I don't know. He could have really caused some shit between them. He probably would have killed
Right?
him
He could've.
too, but
He could have translated incorrectly or just refused to translate,
Yeah.
and that would have fucked up their plans majorly, but
yeah.
not what happens. Did they threaten Catherine back on Earth, or maybe he's worried about repercussions for Catherine, who he thinks is still back on Earth?
Yeah, he does not know she's there, so
Yeah.
that could entirely be his complete motivation.
Yeah, as far as he knows, there's still a Nazi with her, in fact, now that I think back on that first episode or
True.
two. Yeah. All right, I guess that makes more sense. Well, as always, thank you for listening. Thank you for your support. It really is so helpful to have you all there helping to make this possible. If you would like to get in touch with us, you know all of the routes. I'm Mary,
I'm Kathy.
and you've been listening to Stargatesing for Patreon members only. The end.
The end. Everyone's got a need to sneeze
It's true.
or something.
Very
I don't
true.
know. But not all at once. That would be weird.
No.
If
That would be weird if the whole world sneezed at one
what
time.
would that do with the G-force?
I don't think anything.
We could if the whole world simultaneously sneezed, could we move Earth?
That is a lot of cumulative G-forces, but I would think that we're so scattered around it that No.
What if we all move to one side of the planet and face?
We're all on one side of the planet and all facing in one direction. I have no idea. I'm not a physicist. We'll have to find a physicist to ask.
Yes.